I'm Treebeard, and I'm here with Berrow.
Hello.
So, for the folks at home, why don't you give a quick overview of your career so far?
Wow, my whole career. Within the pony world, or just
Whatever
everything?
you feel is
Okay.
relevant.
I have been writing books for, I guess, about 5 or 6 years now. I started doing the pony books a couple years ago, and as of today, I've written. I'm working on my 13th pony book.
Awesome.
And I've done an episode of the show for season 5.
All right. All right. So, you've worked on a lot of books. You're a very prolific writer. How do you find the time to do all that?
Well, I used to work in TV production too on a show called Law and Order SVU.
Oh, wow.
And I was writing and working on that show at the same time, but then it was a lot, So I left the show so that I could write full time, and now I do have the time.
All right.
So there we go.
All right. And let's see. And you worked on your first episode. What are some challenges you faced with that, if any?
Well, I guess challenges were that it was a different format, but I went to film school, so I had studied screenwriting before. So I knew how to do that, but it had been a while, so that was a challenge. Other challenges, I guess, are just making it awesome and making sure I don't disappoint myself, and learning kind of to write for animation, which was new to me. So, some of the screen directions are different.
All right.
So
none of mostly the challenges of you'd face as in writing anything else.
Yeah, pretty much.
All
I mean,
right.
I think writing anything new is a challenge, but that's good because you want to stay sharp.
All right. And with your writing career in mind, do you have is there some sort of story or some sort of experience that you feel like has impacted the way you write profoundly? And if so, or if it isn't too personal to ask, would you care to share it?
Any, one experience?
Well, any that you can think of.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, all of our experiences contribute to what we write. As a kid, I read a ton, so all of the things that I read and consumed at that time and just growing up and, kind of holing away in my room and reading all contributed to the way I write and what I enjoy. So I don't think I can attribute it to one thing.
All right. So multiple factors.
Yeah.
All right. So.
He's got all the questions on
Yeah, he had a different prompt, but all right. Oh, here's. What was your reaction to the episode Daring Don't, and how did it affect how you wrote your MLP novels?
Well, first of all, I thought it was really cool that there was an author pony, for obvious reasons. And I thought it was a really cool episode. I kind of liked the twist. I don't think anyone was expecting it to be that way, so anytime that people are surprised, I think that's good. And Daring Do is such a fun character, so this added a whole nother level of questions to everything. But it did affect how I had to write the Daring Do books, obviously. I was trying to imagine things that were within the realm of possibility in the Equestria world, but also knowing that, some of that could have been embellishment on the part of that character, A.K. Yearling, writing her adventures. So I think, I had to think about that all very literally and things that were mentioned in that episode and the previous episode involving Daring Do, and take all of the information about characters and places from that and kind of weave them into a new story.
All right.
A larger story.
Alrighty. And on that note, what do you like to do with your free time aside from writing, of course?
Well, I live in New York City, so there's always fun stuff to do there. My favorite place to go is the Natural Museum of History, I'm just totally messing it up. American Museum of Natural History, and I am a member there, and I love going to the planetarium and just wandering around there. I sometimes take art classes. was learning to do illustration and painting. And I have a dog, so do lots of stuff with him.
All right.
And yeah.
All right. Well, our second interviewer has finally arrived. Miss Duster Dawn. She is an enormous fan of your work, and she's itching for the chance to ask you.
And you two are just similar. You like museums, you have a dog, Law and Order SVU.
Yes.
She right? You
wrote
go for it.
No, I
Or she worked.
Right? Or
Yeah,
you
I
worked
worked
on
there.
Okay,
I worked
apologies.
What'd you do on it?
I worked with the producers and writers.
Okay.
I had lots of different tasks to do, but mainly I had to make sure everyone had their scripts, paperwork. I flew in all the actors and put them up in
Okay.
hotels, and lots of various stuff. But,
Kind of the like nitty gritty just to make sure it goes.
yeah,
kind of thing.
yeah. I was the assistant production coordinator, so
Okay.
yeah, it's like producing.
And this man here knows all the questions.
So he'll lead.
Okay, so let's see. On that note, do you have a favorite fictional character?
Yes.
Would you care to share?
Answer the question. Hermione Granger.
Oh.
Good choice. Good choice.
I'm a huge Potterhead.
Right here.
Yeah.
I love Harry Potter. My dog's name is Albus Dumbledore.
Oh my.
What?
That's amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just the thing we love having.
My literary dog just lost to your literary dog.
What's your dog's name?
Gatsby.
Oh, okay. Both good.
Greg, looks like you're off for the bad pun for the day.
Oh. I already spent that on Brian Drummond.
I always welcome more bad puns.
Oh, if I see an opportunity.
Veritable factory.
Okay, good.
All right, so you got anything you want to ask in particular? Or just to recall.
Yeah, I'm just thinking back because initially we had Daring Do as a fictional character,
Mhm.
and then we had Daring Don't, which undid all that.
Mhm.
And what was your reaction to everybody else's reaction? Like,
Oh,
what did you predict
okay.
would happen?
I knew that everyone was gonna be upset because
It's Brony fan base.
basically, yeah, people get upset about everything, so that was a given. But, I kind of thought that some people might be into it because I was saying to him that it was like a new level to explore. So, and, it was an author pony. That's what, you can't get any better than that. And it was also supposed to be kind of a play on J.K. Rowling, so
Yeah.
I thought that was very
Which
cute.
I think the Potterhead kind of came
Well-
through. Did you have a say in that, by the way?
No, that actually was not my choice, but I was very excited about that. What was the most exciting about that is that when the Daring Do box set came out, it's shelved on the shelf in bookstores next to the Harry Potter book set because it's like, I don't know, it's right next to it. So, see,
It's alphabetical, that's why.
Yeah, so, I mean, I never expected to see anything I wrote, like, standing right next to that, and I, kind of geeked out over that, so it's pretty cool. Random, but cool.
Just a silly question from one writer to another. Do you have a favorite word to say?
I have lots of favorite words. Let me think.
Hard to pick one.
Superfluous?
Very good
Taken.
choice.
Okay, that's a good one.
I like it because it also embodies what it means.
Very good.
So, yeah.
All right. So, anything else?
I'm trying to think back because I just got yanked out of Bender Hall. Like, go. In writing what you write, did you want to branch out into other sorts of young adult, some other genres?
Yeah, I would like to. I just started working on something that is a little different. It's
Okay.
it's young adult. It's more of a science fiction story. So hopefully I can get that out and published when I finish. Eventually. Writing a book takes a lot of work.
Oh, yes.
I've seen it firsthand, yes.
So you're gonna be competing with Larson for Brony book sales.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, his face is just right over there.
Yeah.
He's always
What?
watching.
No, not competing. Always supporting.
Friendship. It's magic.
All right. Do you have anything else?
Can I see the list of questions? You have them all.
Oh, well, I don't know. I'm just thinking if you had anything in particular.
Yeah,
'Cause it's really low res, that's why I had to look at it really.
I was like, I'm nearly blind. All right. Actually, this one, I don't know if you already asked it, but if you could write a novel about any of the characters in the My Little Pony universe, anybody at all, who would you pick?
Oh, well, I guess take away all the ones I've already written.
Yeah, all the ones
Yeah.
you already did.
That's a tough question. Well, I had a little girl come up to the autograph table yesterday, and we were talking about a derpy book, which could be very
Oh,
interesting.
okay.
Might struggle with dialogue there, but you know. I don't know. There's so many characters, and they're all so amazing.
What about a villain? If you could just pick one villain and just write a day in the life of this one villain.
Oh, well, out of the ones that are still bad,
There's a lot of redemption going
I
on.
mean, I like Queen Chrysalis. She's cool.
Oh, yeah.
She has her own army of changelings, and that's cool. And you could do a lot with that, so maybe that. Yeah, that'd be cool.
You throw that in with your princesses, because
Yeah.
technically an alicorn.
Technically, although I don't know if it counts if it looks like Swiss cheese.
Well, she is a killer queen.
Yeah, that's true.
Come
Oh.
on, I'm supposed to be that.
All right, so it's about time us for us to
He's
wrap
not
up.
wrong.
No, it's not. So, do you have any final thoughts you want to leave us with before we wrap up?
Final thoughts.
Our brief time together, I know.
I have a terrible interview. I'm sorry.
No, you guys are great. I can't stop staring at this guy's shirt. It's so amazing. Oh, sorry. I didn't say that.
We'll be
final
nice in the
thoughts.
editing.
Final thoughts. Read books.
Good final thoughts. All right. Well,
Convince me not to go to the audiobook dark side.
Yeah, don't do that. Read them.
all right. And on that note, this has been Dysfunctional Equestria with special guest GM Berrow, and we'll catch you all later.